Bueno, estamos hoy con un jovencísimo pero fantástico director, el maestro Andrew Gurley, que ya tras 2 ensayos con nosotros nos ha dejado una excelente impresión por su vitalidad y por su fuerza y por su buena manera de ensayar. Andrew, mirando su agenda de conciertos vemos que cada semana está en una ciudad diferente, en un país diferente, con un programa diferente. ¿Podría contarnos cómo es esa experiencia? ¿Cómo ha sentido el cambio de ser trombonista a ser un director tan reclamado, con una agenda tan apretada?
I must say, I did have a lot of fun as a trombonist, and especially when I think about playing in the Gustav Mahler Jugendorchester, youth orchestra. We had some incredible times traveling around to different countries, South America, Brazil, Argentina, some amazing places. So, of course, I did have, a lot of travel still as a trombonist and some great times freelancing with lots of different professional orchestras. But now with my conducting, I suppose things are really just starting to get very, very busy. I mean, in this month, I've been from Liverpool to Barcelona to Granada here, next week in Galicia, and then next month I'm in lots of different cities as well. So actually one I'm particularly looking forward to also, in February I go to Australia to work for the first time, which is a real dream, to think about going to some of these places. I look at this view behind me and I just can't believe that, I could actually do this as work. It's a wonderful experience. So it's been a great transition for me, certainly. I'm having a great time.
So, ha sido también director asistente o cover conductor en inglés de los maestros Valery Gergiev y Kurt Masur. ¿Podría contarnos cómo es esa experiencia y quizá para nuestro público en qué consiste también?
Sí. It's not an easy thing to explain. Sometimes when you're assisting, it's very much like I did when I was working at the Halle Orchestra in Manchester with Sir Mark Elder. I would assist him very much from a helpful point of view to help with balance when certain details couldn't be heard from the audience, for example. With Masur Gergiev, it was a different matter. With Gergiev, for example, he has such a busy schedule that, of course, he isn't able to be at every city for a long period of time. So in Rotterdam, for example, I had to rehearse the orchestra before he arrived, and then I'm there also in case there are any problems during his time. With Kurt Masur, it was unfortunately just a very sad case that he's been in very bad health recently, and we all, of course, wish him well. It made sense in this case for me to be there just in case there were any problems. So sometimes you have these situations, and it varies depending on the conductor who you're working with.
Gracias. Hablando del programa de esta semana, vemos que el Concerto Romanesque de Ligeti es una obra bastante peculiar dentro del repertorio de este compositor. ¿Podría contarnos algo acerca de esta obra y también quizá por qué la ha elegido?
It is actually a particular favorite piece of mine, partly because it's so crazy. It really is crazy. It's one of the best ways to describe it, I think. It has all of this Romanian spirit and character, but in a chamber context, and I think that's why it's so good. I love the works of Ligeti so much, and it's actually very difficult to program his orchestral music because so much of the music is for very large orchestras or very unusual combinations which cost so much money to put together. With this, we have a work which is on a small scale but still uses some of his more eccentric qualities. But when we compare it to the style of Lontano, Apparitions, Atmosphere, all these pieces, it's such a contrast. He's gone into this Romanian character, much more approachable, one might say, for an audience, but still so exciting, and especially at the end, as I say, completely crazy.
Sí. Y una última pregunta, si nos lo permite. Vemos que ha estado trabajando mucho ya con orquestas españolas y también después de haber trabajado con tantas orquestas internacionales. ¿Podría decirnos cuál es su opinión, qué es lo que ve de la música sinfónica en España y más específicamente quizás cómo es su experiencia con la Orquesta Ciudad de Granada?
It's a very interesting question because I think so many countries separate themselves from each other. So maybe, for example, America and the UK, there are some similarities because of the language. People know a little bit what happens in the other countries. But so much around Europe, we're separated into different countries. So actually, I had been quite sheltered from all of the different Spanish orchestras and their qualities. And it's just been a joy for me going from one orchestra to the next. Some incredible orchestras. The standard of playing technically is so high, but there's also this spirit. And I come here to Granada, and particularly, it's one thing I really like about working with chamber orchestras, especially here, is that when I want to really work hard, the orchestra is happy to do it. And I see that people do what I ask. And bring something of themselves to it as well. So it's like a dialogue, and you get a great flexibility as well. So adding all of that to all of that, the quality of sound, for example, and this wonderful concert hall as well. I think it should be a good, fun concert. Lots of notes, though.
Yes, I'm sure to be. Bueno, muchísimas gracias por su tiempo y esperamos que nuestro público disfrute de este concierto. Thank you very much for your time, and we should enjoy this concert.
And
with
back
us.
to rehearsal now.
Yes, let's go.